Hey, what's cracking, everybody? On today's episode, we are going to be running through the LinuxHub Prime builder, and we are going to build a system. So in this video, I'm going to be doing it all. We're going to do the images, everything on building a customized respin. So right here, I have a fresh install of Budgie from LinuxHub, and we have our control center that opened up. So I'm going to go to the stage so we can start building a new customized respin. So as you can see right here, this is the Budgie desktop. So right here, select your install desktop. I am going to select Budgie Builder. All right, and you can see right here, this tool will guide you along to build a custom arch respin. I'm going to click on continue. And Linuxhub Prime Builder. On this step, edit your theme, wallpapers, and icons to your desired custom look for your respin. So right here, there's a button that says set your theme. For each desktop, it's a little different, but the buttons will be there for you to select whatever you need to do to change your theming and things like that. In this case, we're on Budgie, so let's do the pop dark. All right, and the icons, let me see what icons I want to use. Let's go with the Peppers Dark. And on the mouse cursor, let's set it to elementary. Everything else right here, I could just leave alone. All right, now I'm going to set a wallpaper. So what wallpaper do I want to use? Do we want Saturn? We want something crazy. You know, it's up to you, whatever you want to use. Let's see. Well, we'll use that one. And right here, there's a button so you can add a picture. But I'm just going to go with the stock that we have here. So I'll go ahead and close that. And I'll click on continue. And right here on this step is to open up the images that you want to edit in GIMP that'll display on your new created respin. All right, so this is the installer screen. This is what it looks like. So this is what the image on your newly respin would look like. So if you want to change it, I'm going to show you how to change it. So this is this image, and then we have the LinuxHub Prime Center image, and then we have then we have the splash screen on the ISO itself. So we'll start with the installer. I haven't even decided what I'm going to call this system yet, so I guess right now is a good time to do it. So for example, we can, do I want to use an image or do I just want to, do something like that and just, black it out and then add some text right here. So this is the installer image. I could go to my text and I could add some text right here. And we're just going to call the system custom. So this is going to be the custom installer. All right. And I'll just blow up the text a little bit. Now I want to center the text. So I'll just put it right here. I know right now you can't see it, but I'm just going to put a shadow on it. So I go to the filters, lighten shadow, add a drop shadow, and you'll see it all come into play right now. So I'll bring this up just a little bit, and then I'm just going to change it white. Now that I can see it, I could bring it down. Or bring it up, whatever works for you. You can use it however you want. So the world's at your fingertips. You could do this, or you could do that, or you could just add another image. You could download an image from the web browser and just add an image. But I'm going to keep it simple like this, and that'll be my custom installer. For the Prime Center or the welcome screen, whatever you want to call it, we can repeat the process. So I'll just go ahead and black it out again, and then we can add some text. All right, do the same process. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. And now I'll just center it. All right, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll just repeat the shadow, and that's done. And for this one, we'll make this one a little more splashy. So let me see. Just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna get a little creative with this one. Then on the select, I'm gonna invert. So the only thing that's gonna get blacked out is the surrounding. This center part is gonna stay the same. All right, you see what I mean? And it doesn't have to be this color. I could change the color too. So let's say I want to go with this gray. All right, so we can do that. Or let me change the color again. I want it to be a little bit more on the gray side. All right, that works for me. And then let's go back to the text. Now on the select, I'm gonna unselect everything. And now I'm gonna add my text. And I'm just gonna call this one custom splash. I can make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Whatever, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Get creative with it. You know what I mean? All right. I did that right there. So that looks good enough for me. Do I want to add the shadow? I can. There you go. All right. And now every image, I just want to overwrite. So I'll overwrite the first one. I'll overwrite that one. I'm just going to overwrite all of them. All right. Once I've overwritten them all, I'll just go ahead and close the screen. All right. And I'm done with this part. And I'll click on continue. And I did call this system custom. So we'll do custom. And right here, I have to add a dash or an underscore. Custom respin. And you know what? I'm just going to call it all the same thing. You can do that and it'll be fine. All right. I'm all good with this. Click on OK. And right here, if I want to change the name, like on the builder itself. So this is for the ISO. I can change the name right here, and we're going to call it custom respin. This is for the installer screen on the ISO. It will show custom respin right here on this section. All right, and we're pretty much done. Congratulations, you are now ready to build your respin. Click on build your ISO image to start the process. Enter your password when prompted in the terminal. All right, so we open it up and it asks for a password. All right, you can see right here, it says custom respin. And this is the ISO is going to create. So it'll go through this process. It'll be like a 10-minute process. So right now, I'll just go ahead and pause the video. And when we come back, we'll be ready to reboot into our custom respin. Well, I'll still have to transfer the ISO. But since I'm using known boxes, so you can see right here, I'm using known boxes as my thing. There's a simple way to do it with known boxes. This is why I use known boxes. It makes it easy for me. I don't get all crazy with it with Virt Manager and all the other stuff. And putting a virtual machine, virtual box on Arch Linux is just a pain in the butt. GNOME, this boxes system is you just install it and it just works. And this is why I use it. Keep it simple and stupid. If you want to get technical with it, by all means, please do so. But I keep it simple and stupid just to make it easy. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video now. Alrighty then. You can see that the ISO has finished building. So this page opens up right here and it says a backup of your ISO was created at your home folder. Your respin is in a folder called output. And there's some buttons right here. Of course, if you want to donate or do a Patreon, you can do that. But right here, there's a button that says open output folder. So that's the one I'm going to click. And I'm going to show you what I mean about boxes and easily transferring the file over. So you can see right here, custom respin ISO. It's the one we just created. I'm going to copy it. Then I just click on network right here. Give it a second. Click that, go to downloads. So this is on my personal computer now. It's not the virtual machine, and I'm just going to paste it over here. And you can see right here, custom respin 2025-0203. This is the ISO that was just created right now using the builder, and this is the one we're going to use on this system. All right, so now I'm going to go to my boxes settings, click on the three dots, and click on preferences. I'm going to go to devices and shares, and then I'm going to go remove this one, and now I'm going to copy over the custom respin. Now I've added the custom respin to this. So I'm just going to overwrite this virtual machine right here. So I can just close this now and I can do a restart. So I'm going to reboot the system and then I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard so I can reboot into the ISO. Then I'm going to select 3, DVD, CD. This is going to be custom respin. Select that one, and you can see right here, you got the custom splash screen right here, and the name right here, it says custom respin. Whatever name you choose would be right here on this section, and it would also show up right here. So I'll just go ahead and start it, and this is starting the installation for what's going to boot up the ISO. You can see right here, it says welcome to custom respin. It would say whatever name you decide to give your little respin. We'll let it go ahead and fully boot up. All right. And now the ISO is booted up. And you can see right here on this button right here, this is what it's talking about, adding a name to this button. And it's right here. So whatever name you choose to give it will show up right here on this button. And you can see that the installer is using OpenBox, but we're going to install the Budgie system. And right here, I've added the Wi-Fi example. Only difference is I removed LinuxHub from right here. So now it just says an internet connection is required to install this system. Use the examples below to set up Wi-Fi connection. Password is live. All right. So now if someone needs to connect a Wi-Fi connection, they can set it up. And they can use the connect Wi-Fi button right here. All right. But I'm going to click on proceed because I am on a virtual machine and I'm, connected to the internet. And this is your installer screen right here. Whatever you choose to put right here will show up right here on custom installer. So right here, we'll select begin installation, add your user info, and then click on OK. And right here on the installer on this screen, it will say welcome to whatever name you put. In this case, it says welcome to the custom respin installer. And you have the message about the mirror region, this configuration, time zone. And at the end, it'll say thanks for trying custom respin. Whatever name you give it will show up here. Click on proceed and you can start by doing all this stuff. So I won't bore you. I'll fast forward through all of this and get to the installation. Okay, our custom respin is now finished installing. So let's go ahead and reboot into it and see how it looks. You can see right here, it says custom respin. This is now your system. And there you have it, fully installed. Your custom respin. And we should get one last image that you edited. And this is your custom welcome screen or your control center, whatever you want to call it. And that's where it's at. So this is your custom respin that you created using LinuxHub Prime. All right, you guys, just wanted to make an update video on the builder and see how it works. And pretty much everything's working on it. Um, there are a few more images that I noticed that I need to change. So that'll be in the next ISO. But if you want to go ahead and test it out, this ISO is already available. So let's open up a web browser. Let's open up Firefox. So let's go to linuxhub.link, and you can download it from SourceForge. You can see right here, it's uploaded 3 hours ago. Okay, something happened with SourceForge. I don't know what the hell that was. So let me do this. Let me turn off the, there you go. I don't know, I think the ad blocker was just acting funny with it. It's uploaded on SourceForge. You can see right here, I uploaded it 3 hours ago. I am going to upload a new ISO because I noticed some images I need to change. But for the most part, you know, it's there. If you want to download it and play with it, you can do it. You can download the ISO now. If you want to download it from Google Drive, you can do that also. See right here, it's uploaded right here. So you can download it, check the MD5, do whatever you want to do with it. All right. All right. If you want to check us out on DistroHub or DistroWatch, we're right here, right under Vendifile Wolf. All right, you guys. That's going to do it for this video. So if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you like what you just saw, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't like what you just saw, just give it a thumbs down. It's all fair on LinuxHub Prime. All right, you guys. That's going to do it for this video, and I'm out.